Whoa. Whoa. Little bit loud. I want Pop-Tarts. Sassy. Same. Same. I always want Pop-Tarts, though. That's nice. Oh, right. I did say that. Right. You've got Pop-Tarts, Matt? Oh, man. But I just ordered pizza and Pop-Tarts. Oh, my goodness. Jelly. Jelly. Oh my god, there's a leaderboard and statistics? Tournaments? Holy crap. We're gonna hide the timer for now as well. Not putting Pop-Tarts on pizza? Yeah, probably not. I think that would be a weird one. I like any kind of Pop-Tart, Nate. I will take any. I do not have a favorite. It's like trying to choose a favorite child. I love them all equally. I will never say no, I do not want to eat that Pop-Tart. Freak Lunchbox downtown has quite a few different flavors of Pop-Tarts, and I need to get some. I need to try them. Cherry, if I could actually get it. Yeah. It sucks that you can't get your favorite ones. The purple blue ones, yeah. I don't know if you. I think you might be able to get those still somewhere. Not entirely sure. The rare, evasive Pop-Tart. We don't need a tutorial. We've been fishing for 24 hours total now. We don't need a tutorial. We know how to fish. Where are we gonna go? Moose Lake? Duck Pond? Gold Rush? Dragon Mountains? Jesus. Fish Fights? Battle Royal? What? What? Alright, well, let's start at the first one. Game type, total weight, free fishing. Let's do free fishing, because I don't want time limits and nonsense. There are so many settings for what you can catch and what you have to catch and stuff. Oh my goodness. We don't want evening. We want to be able to see. We want it to be winter, because this is ice fishing. Let's go. As long as they have icing and aren't cinnamon, I like them. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I think the closest I would get to saying no to a Pop-Tart would be a cinnamon one, because I don't like cinnamon. But I think I would still have it. Just on sheer needing to. Why am I up here? Why am I so tiny? What? This is not how I... Why is it playing like Diablo? What is that screaming in the background? Find a spot on the ice to fish. Okay. This is so weird. Maybe I should have done a tutorial. Where do we want to fish? Do we want to fish like right here? Or do we want to go out deeper? Drill a hole in the ice. Give me a second. You said... Oh, there's a fox! Foxy, foxy. Let's go deep. Let's go like right out this way. Right out into the center of the ice. A seal! Or is that a rabbit? It's a rabbit. Okay, get that auger going. Ah, okay, here we go. Oh, the sound effects. Oh my goodness. We gotta clear that ice out of that hole. Come on there now. Sound effects are still a bit loud though. Just a tad. Guys, I'm so hungry now. Why do you do this to me? 3 times the hungry. Oh no, we're sorry. We always end up talking about food here. Always. Lower and raise the jig. Okay. And raise? Like this? Maybe we should have done the tutorial. That's not how you... We got nothing. All right. Drop it back in. Do we just wait? Maybe we just wait. Oh. No, it does want us to do that. Use the skimmer to remove the ice from the hole. Okay. Am I doing this? I don't know what I'm doing. What was that sound? This is surely not how you ice fish. All right, we need to do the tutorial. We have to do the tutorial. I have no idea what I'm doing. Tutorial. Fish. There are many different species. Okay. I don't need to know about the fish. Game guide. Competitions. Open world maps. Drilling. Fishing. On the right hand side, there's a group of buttons that can be used to select from different equipment. Okay. Right? Okay, from right to left, the buttons are on the... Yeah, okay. The rod must be moved in different ways to make fish bite. Press and hold the rod and drag it around the screen to move it in any direction. Move steadily in different directions to lure the fish closer so they will bite. Different jigs must be moved in different ways for maximum effort. More about moving jigs can be found in the equipment section of this tutorial. Equipment. Jigs. There are 5 different types of jig in the game. Each jig is good for a few species, which can be seen by pressing the yellow info button in the corner of each item. Some jigs are intended for only one specific species. This, however, does not mean that other species will not take the bait if an opportunity presents itself. There's no set way to use each type of jig, but in the next pages, a recommended way to fish with each jig is presented alongside additional information. Gracious. Gracious. Even when the fish are reluctant to take the bait, strong winds and deep waters. Okay. Move it slowly but steadily. All right, let's try that. Slow and steady wins the race. Slow and steady catches the fish. Let's just do it here. We're not going all the way again. I think it's still like 25 degrees in my house right now. It hasn't been bad today, honestly. I've got to say I've been thankful for what today has been. Okay, so we're going to change our bait, our lure. And we're going to drop the rod and we're going to move it steady. Steady but even. Don't know if this is going to work. We shall see. We shall see. Hello, sweet little man. I don't think I've ever seen anybody do this while they're ice fishing. But again, I don't know if I've ice fished properly before, so. It just feels so weird. The orgasms, yeah, I feel like I could just run around and dig holes all day. And have a great time. It's cool how the top of the hole like starts to freeze over time as well. It's kind of fun. Wouldn't moving scare the fish? Yeah, you'd think so, right? So I'm wondering why it's like, yeah, move the rod around a bunch. This can be played in VR, yeah. We had a lot of issues setting up VR yesterday, so I didn't want to try to do it today. But we could have done this in VR. There's no way that what I'm doing is right. Does it want me to reel in like this? Like, what does it want me to do? How long does it take? Fish. More reading. Let's see. There's so many different types of jigs. Like, can I just use bait? Like, I just want to fish normally. Let's see if we can just switch to. We're gonna og another hole. Get your ears ready. That is pretty good. That is pretty good. That does give the ear tinglies, for sure. Dreamlight Valley has fishing? Oh, that's a good point. That's fair. I have played that, yeah. I really enjoyed that, actually. Okay, I'd like to use it. Ah, cool, it's working. Maybe we'll get something with a worm on the... Oh, that's why. Dingus. Didn't put a freaking worm on the hook. Oh. Yeah, Sassy, that really does suck. That is brutal. Man, I didn't think about Dreamlight Valley. That could be fun to try the fishing in. I've done the fishing. We tried that already. Yeah. Man, that feels like forever ago that we tried that. Could be worse, I suppose, Sassy, but yeah, it still sucks. Yeah, fishy. Come on. Trying to just get it to like bob up and down, you know? I don't know what I'm doing. Do we look up a video? How to fish in ice lakes. Hold on. I refuse to play a game on this fishathon and not catch a fish in it. Like, I'm not letting it happen. Tips for getting started. Ice lakes.
Welcome back, this is M-Dog, and we're playing a little game called Ice Lakes.
What's his name? M-Dog?
Steam and other places about
Hell yeah,
fishing.
dude.
Somehow I never tried this one until recently, playing with some friends, actually having some good fun. It's a silly little game, but it is fun, and I actually found it to be a little bit difficult in starting out and figuring out kind of what you're doing. So I thought I would just
I agree.
what I've learned so far and kind of
I agree. M-Dog, I agree.
So that this video doesn't get too long. But let's talk a little bit about
doing a big Dreamlight celebration, Sassy, would be fun. Yeah, when you get your account back, that's great.
Really helpful.
That's great.
Especially the one on fish or equipment. So, like on fish species, we're going to be targeting.
This is a 17-minute long tutorial.
So, if you find Xander here, it actually gives you some pretty good information. So, according to what season you're fishing for them, you may change where you're fishing, but it gives you an idea, kind of. How to target and go after them in terms of location on the map. And then equipment is especially helpful.
Just get into the game and show me what you're doing to catch fish.
In this comp, get a hole made.
Get a hole made, yep, great. Good.
And then we're going to settle in over
We've
our
done
hole
that.
and hope that we have found a nice spot for Xander. So let's select drone fly. And
Okay,
what
he's
this
picking
does
his
is we
bait.
put a little drone fly on the end of our lure.
We did forget to do that last
Now
time.
that's all set up and ready to go. Let's clear the ice off real quick. And let's drop it down in there.
Now, what's he doing with his rod? Show me what? Show me how you move your rod. M-Dog. Okay. Much slower than what I was doing. Much, much slower.
So, with this type of jig, the Mimishka jig, what we want to do
He's using the same jig as
is
we are,
very
so that's good.
slow but steady movements. At least this is what I have found to work. You don't need to stop a lot. There's a fish. You don't need to stop a lot. You just want to keep it moving. We were too slow. So there's still a little bit of that fly left, which means we don't need to put a new one on yet.
He took half the fly. Okay, all right. We've got an idea of how it works now. Did we bait our thing? I can't remember. Yes. Okay. Slow and steady. Jeepers, I gotta lower my DPI for this. How am I supposed to know when there's a fish? If there's a fish. I kind of know what I'm doing. I still don't know how to reel it in. I'm going to try right-clicking. Look out now, fishies. Swarley knows what he's doing. Exactly, yeah. You're all in danger now. I'm coming for you. Yeah, fishy, 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 fishy. Yeah, fishy, 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 fishy. Pizza time. Have fun lurking. Thank you, Matt. Enjoy your pizza. See you in the morning. I will indeed. I will be here. I will be here. I keep saying Stardew in the morning, but I'm not sure what we're gonna do. If oh 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 oh. Oh. We almost got one. We almost got one. Good night, son. Enjoy your pizza. Hey, hey, we got ourselves a tench. And he just, wow. Okay. Fling him up into the air and then splat right there on the ice. That's great. All right, I like that actually. That was good. That was very good. Guys, we caught a fish. We got an ice fish. We've caught so many different types of fish in so many different ways so far tonight. Or so far this weekend, I should say. I don't like that we have to let go of the rod and then come over here to click this button to do that. It's a bit weird. But it worked. Fishy, 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 fishy. We might I might have to add a bit of Dreamlight Valley to the schedule tomorrow. I'll have to re-download it, but that's not a bad idea. Nate, I had the exact same idea. I was thinking of setting up like a command or something that we could use to see how many fish were caught over the weekend, but the upkeep on keeping track of that many things is just crazy. But all of these are going to be cut up and uploaded individually to YouTube. Each game in its own section. Hi YouTube. So I might when I'm editing them, I might try to get like a fish count or like a fish type or something. I'll have a look because I'm curious to see what ones we got. I think it's a neat idea. Game still says dredge. Oh yes, right. It's all right. Ice lakes. Thank you, Sassy. That's the hardest thing to remember. Good idea in retrospect. Absolutely. Absolutely. If we ever do another fishathon, we will keep that in mind because I think that would be cool. And now that I know how this game works, I'm enjoying it. Giving you charity ideas. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Do it. Do it. Do it. Donate $1 to charity for every fish that I can catch in a 5-hour time span. We are going to catch... Oh, my God. We haven't even... This hasn't even been the most fish today. We caught quite a few fish today. Tomorrow's going to be insane. Stardew Valley, followed by time traveling in Animal Crossing. We're going to catch so many damn fish. I'm stoked. I can't wait. Animal Crossing might be my favorite fishing, just because the mechanic is just so simple and so familiar. I can't wait. I can't wait. And my island's gate is going to be open, so anybody can come visit while I fish. And fish with me if you want. I will be taking bait donations. Bait donations, please. Every gifted sub is 30 minutes. Yep. Yep. We've got it on pause right now. Just because we're in our bonus hour. Technically, the subathon has ended right now. We're in our bonus hour that was unlocked with the incentives. But 10 o'clock tomorrow morning, it all starts again. We've got the bonus hour unlocked for tomorrow as well, which is Cat Goes Fishing. So I think we've got 5 hours to go, plus the bonus hour tomorrow. So we're going to be streaming for at least 6, which is going to be good. That gets us Stardew and a bit of Animal Crossing, which is great. And then I don't think the games that I had planned for the ending, the finale, are going to work out tomorrow. So what we'll do is we'll probably play a little bit of Dave the Diver, a little bit of Dredge, maybe some Dreamlight Valley. And that'll be our finale instead. I mean, yeah, if you're hinting that you want to give some subs, Sassy, you can, and it will be added onto the timer. Absolutely. Absolutely. Look I wonder how big you can get this stack to be. We've only got, what, how many fibs left? 16? It's going to be a very cozy game Sunday. Absolutely, yep. Stardew Valley, Animal Crossing, Dreamlight Valley, Dave the Diver, Dredge, just a bunch of fishing. Not as chaotic as the Sea of Thieves stream as earlier. That was crazy. That was crazy. Logging in and immediately getting hunted by Reapers and driving directly into a storm, only to come out on the other side of a storm and get cut off by another ship. Getting attacked. Zimby was getting attacked by ghosts after we left him on an island to catch a fish. Trying to catch the mudfish for so long. Oh my god, that was easily my favorite part of the weekend so far. We've convinced you on Dave the Diver. That's good to hear. I'm glad. I really haven't gotten to sunk my teeth into it as much as I'd like to, but I have enjoyed every second of it so far. So, looking forward to playing more of it. Super, super fun. Hopefully we get some time to go in on it tomorrow. If not, that's definitely going to be my new play the game at work game. Because I need one right now. I'm in desperate need of a game to play at work. And Dave the Diver would absolutely work on my laptop, so. I saw Panda was playing, yeah, but I was trying to avoid looking at any of it because I wanted to play. I wanted to go in on it, not knowing anything. So I can, yeah, I can play games at work, which is pretty great. It's pretty good. I'm the manager at a gas station, and as long as nothing goes wrong on a slow day, I can usually afford a little bit of, a few hours of games. Not all at once. A lot of times it's like split up between doing paperwork and answering phone calls and dealing with customers and stuff, but depends. On a really slow day when there's nothing going, I can get away with some crazy gaming sessions at work sometimes. It's pretty great. The only downside is that my laptop has gotten kind of old right now. So it can't run a lot of games. So even though I've got the time to play, I don't have the equipment necessary. I try to avoid games I know I'm going to get, but I didn't have enough info on Dave the Diver, so I'm glad you were playing it. Yeah, it's nice to get a bit of an idea on what a game is like before you buy it. Absolutely. But like for something like a Zelda, like if you like a Zelda, you know you're gonna like Zelda. So you don't really need to look much up on that one. You can kind of guarantee that you're gonna get it. But with a new game, that's like not part of a series or whatever. Yeah. I'm wondering now if this is why I never caught anything when I was ice fishing as a kid, because I definitely did not move my rod back and forth. Thought we had something there. Usually doing like 5 things while I watch streams, so I rarely get spoiled. Yeah, that makes sense too. Yeah, I'm the same way. I've always got something else going on if I'm lurking in a stream. You've never played a Zelda game? Oh my goodness! Wow. Wowzers. They're pretty fun. You haven't either, Sassy. Oh my goodness. Twinsies. You guys should definitely give at least one of them a try. At least one of them a try at some point. They're quite good. I was doing a series on Twitch, actually, a few years ago now, where I was trying to play every Zelda game in chronological order, and we got so far. We got so close. But I think there's 4 games? 5 now, I guess, including Tears of the Kingdom that I haven't streamed yet. But it's like all the bad ones. And I don't want to play any of them. I'm not rushing to play any of them, so. Link Between Worlds isn't bad, I shouldn't say that. But. The only one I had interest in was Breath of the Wild, but never got it. No, that's fair, yeah. Breath of the Wild is definitely a very, very different Zelda game, though. Like, if you play Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom and say to yourself, I understand the Zelda experience now. You don't. They're so different from all the other Zelda games. If you like a more retro style game feel, then A Link to the Past is definitely the way to go. If you like a bit of retro, but you still don't like a 2D style, then it's definitely Ocarina of Time or Majora's Mask, one of those two. And then for the more like open world, kind of free exploration, Skyrim style kind of game, then you're gonna want like Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom. For a more linear storyline, maybe like a Twilight Princess or Skyward Sword. Wind Waker is a little bit linear with a bit of exploration in there. They're just so good. Thank you, Advil, for the hydrate. I actually do need to go grab my water, so let me just catch a fish here, and then we'll go grab one. Yeah, I'm not super into retro myself, Nate. Link to the Past is not my favorite Zelda, which a lot of the older people that I know can't understand. Now, I think Ocarina of Time is pretty great. And after doing a lot of randomizers and stuff like that with Ocarina of Time, I've come to appreciate it even more than I did before, which is cool. I've got to learn the Majora's Mask randomizer sooner than later. I keep putting it off, but I need to learn it. Another one. Look at all these perch. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. I love the splat noises. They're so good. Okay, BRB, I need to just grab my water real quick. Oh, nice big gulp of nice cold, fresh out of the fridge water. Mmm, hits the spot. Hits the spot. How many more fish can we catch in 20 minutes? Let's see. I should have some music going, but it's also kind of like, it's kind of nice to have it just kind of quiet. Just the winter air blowing by, sending a shiver down my spine. The crows cawing, plotting murder. I blame the Dwa Dwa. And other such references as well. Maybe I'll get into ice fishing. The winters here are always so boring, but it's because I don't ever do anything. I just stay inside because it's cold. But I bet if you bundled up and like made a day out of it, ice fishing would probably be a pretty good time. If you got a nice day anyway. If you got like bad weather and it's like windy and cold and stuff, no good. But if you get like a nice calm sunny day out on a nice thick lake, that might be all right. Have some hot chocolate, or some tea, or like a coffee or something. Maybe a little adult bevy. Maybe an adult bevy of some sort. A few brewskis on the lake. I went a few times. I'm with you, Nate. I'd like to give it a try now as an adult, because I went when I was a kid, and as a kid, I just had no interest whatsoever, because it's just boring, right? You just sit there and wait. But now that I'm older, I've come to appreciate just sitting around, and like, just enjoying nature. So I think now I'd be much more into the idea than I was before. It's the whole process of removing the hook from the fish's mouth. That's just not a good time, though. You almost want to have someone that knows what they're doing around just to do that for you. What we'll do is we'll have a pasta party on the lake event this year. We'll all get together. We'll have a potluck. If anybody has a skidoo or something, they can meet us down at the lake. We'll take everybody around the lake on skidoo rides. We'll drill a few holes, catch a few fish, maybe have a barbecue on the lake. Cocoa and marshmallows for everybody. Used to go when you were young with your father? Yeah. I feel like a lot of people from the island have definitely had the opportunity to go. If you've never gone ice fishing before, the opportunity has possibly been there. Because like I was saying to Zimby earlier, it's kind of impossible to live where we are and not have some sort of fishing lineage in your blood somewhere along the line, you know? A lot of fishermen here in Newfoundland, so not so much these days, but you know, they're still there. Too slow. Having a fire on the lake with whole well, you don't have, yeah, boil up in the woods. You don't have the fire on the lake. No. No, no, no. You definitely don't bring the skidoo on the lake either. That's a no-go. Skidoo around the lake, boil up in the woods next to the lake, fishing on the lake. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's the way to go about it. And a big thing of Timmy's coffee for everybody. This is much more peaceful than last night's bonus hour. Oh my god. Insane Aquarium is a wild ride. I lived in Ontario until 11 years ago. Didn't have any chances for ice fishing. Oh, fair enough. Okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. But yeah, no, Sassy's right. It's not too late. There's always time to try something new. Always time. And if not this winter, next winter. They skidoo on the ocean out here all the time when they're ice fishing. Do they really? I guess it gets pretty cold. The ice gets pretty thick. Oh. Yeah. Another perch. Oh my god. The perch love the worms. Slap. Right onto the pile. It's real thick. Just like my skull. Oh my god, my wrist. I bet this would be interesting in VR too. I wish I wasn't so tired. I would have tried to set up the headset. Does that pile have a limit? I don't know. I'm trying to see what happens when a fish like lands on top of the pile. I want to see if they're all going to go flying or something. But they keep just like landing next to each other. I'm so curious. The pile is the most exciting part of this. I want to know what's going to happen. I want to see a bunch of fish just go flying everywhere when a fish lands on top. Give me crazy fish physics. Come on, fishy, fishy, fishy. Fish physics, exactly. New class coming to MUN 2024. Physics and fishing combined. Fish physics. Fishics. No, fish physics is better. You'll be a pro. I know, right? I'm learning all of the fishing tactics. I was about to say, honestly, I've actually learned quite a bit about fishing so far these last 2 days. Between the realism sim games teaching me stuff, and I mean, Zimby had a lot of interesting facts earlier as well about fish and sea creatures. It's very cool. Should have made a trip out to the fluvarium. I should have recorded like a video out at the fluvarium to advertise this. Maybe Fishathon 2. Electric Boogaloo. We'll go out to the fluvarium. Maybe we can get the fluvarium to sponsor Fishathon 2. Go underwater without getting wet. The water is both exciting and terrifying. I agree. I agree. Absolutely agree. There's a lot of cool stuff down there in the ocean and stuff, but man oh man, there's some freaking terrifying stuff as well. The fluvarium is part of Mun, I believe, where they do research on the local fish flora and fauna, I believe. And it's also like a bit of a tourist place here in town, out by Pippi Park. Uh, they've got like a lot of fish exhibits and stuff. You go in and you walk around, and they've got like a lot of glass windows that lead directly to the lake that's outside, so you can like watch the fish in their natural environment. So they're not in a tank. They've just got windows peering into the lake, which is really cool. It's super interesting. Yeah, they've got you can host like birthday parties and stuff there too. We used to go there all the time as kids. That was like one of the more popular places to host your party when I was young. They do tours and stuff like that, and they've got frogs and other type of like wildlife. But like most of it is just your regular trout. There's no really pretty fish or like big sharks or fish or anything like that. So like it's interesting, but it's whatever at the same time. There's no cool fish. uh, Basically the salmon setter. What? Who? Is that the salmon observatory area? We went. Myself and my mom went there last summer. Apparently, you can get passes to places like that for free using your library card. Oh, really? That's so cool. I keep People keep telling me about stuff that they've done for free because of their library card, and I'm like, what? That's so cool. The fact that people still honor that thing. The library card power knows no limitations. Oh, was that a fish? It was. Okay, what's going to happen to this pile? I'm so excited. Come on. Fish physics. Send them flying. Send them flying. Here we go. Here we go. Ah. It just lands into the pile. Okay. It's not what I wanted. It's like one of the things Grand Falls Windsor is known for, hence the big salmon welcome to Grand Falls Windsor signs. Makes sense, yeah, yeah. I mean, I didn't know about it until my mom suggested we go there last year. So, I mean, unless you're from that area or like know someone from that area, it might be a little bit harder to get the word of mouth. One of these times they'll go flying. I know, right? I know. We've got 10 minutes left. And we'll see what we can get done in that amount of time. Thanks for hanging out, by the way, guys. I know it's late. I hope you're just as intrigued by the ice fishing as I am. But let me tell you, I cannot wait to get in bed. Oh, it's calling. She do be calling. These have been 2 very long days. And I am quite ready to get into bed. Oh, we're going to be playing Pokemon Go tomorrow on stream as well. I forgot about that. That's so exciting. Animal Crossing and Pokemon Go at the same time. At least for a little bit. It's either hang out here or be a depresso espresso, so I'm glad I'm here. I'm glad you're here too. I'm glad you're here too. Even if you're still being a little bit of a depresso espresso, I hope that the conversation and friendship is helping out at least a little bit. Even in the slightest. because it's nice to offer a distraction. That's why I like to stream. It's a good distraction. Not only for me, but for everybody else that's tuning in. That's what video games are meant for, right? Distractions. Who needs to think about work and debt and all that kind of stuff when you can play fishing games instead? Hooray! Espresso sounds good. The depresso is no bueno, but yeah, no, I agree with Sassy. A bueno bar would hit the spot right now, too. Dang. Sassy, you mentioned earlier that you think you're going to be around for the Mel's Birthday Bash TTT special? Bueno does mean good, yeah. Yeah. A kinder good. Less doesn't sound as good, though. You're going to try, at least to pop in? Oh, nice. Okay, cool. That'll be fun. I'm not sure if Mel is also getting control of the rules like I was given last time. If not, it means Mel is going to control the maps and I'm going to control the rules, which is just going to be just what on earth? Just pure chaos. You shouldn't give me power. You should give Mel power. You most certainly should not ever give both of us power. No. We'll burn your house down. Like, we're ready. That fish didn't fly either. Yeah, TTT is my favorite. It's just so fun. It was a game that I had no idea how any of it worked for a very, very long time until someone in the Discord was like, we should play some TTT. And I was like, yes. And I jumped in, and now I understand it. And now watching it is twice as fun as it was before. It's just so chaotic, and I'd live for the chaos. It is a lot. Yeah, it is very difficult to get a new player to play TTT because of how confusing it is. There's so many layers. There's so much shit going on. So I understand why new people don't want to play with us because it is just a lot. It is a lot. We even tried to bring all the rules back to their sort of base form, and even that was still quite a bit. So. Oh, are the fish despawning? I haven't been paying attention. Our big first fish that we caught first is still there. Our tench. Biggest fish we've caught so far, and the only fish of that kind that we've caught so far, and it was our very first one. That's pretty cool. But the ones underneath might be despawning. We'll have to look at the pile now once we pull another one up. We'll probably grab one more, and then we'll call it here for the night. Yeah, especially if there are people that you don't know. Yeah, I get that too. Yeah. Being a trader and having to trick someone into a building with you just to shoot them when you don't know them is quite difficult. Yeah, no, absolutely. But again, the more you pop in and pop out or whatever, the more you'll get familiar with everybody, and then it'll just make it easier to murder them. Which is the whole premise. That's how you make friends. Murder them in games. Exactly, yeah. Every second Friday when TTT comes around, someone posts in the chat, can't wait to murder you guys tonight. And it's like, hell yeah, we'll see you there, man. Can't wait. It's been a very good bonding experience. And yeah, that's a solid tactic. If you don't understand the role you're given in TTT, just shoot someone. It'll probably work out for the better. Unless you kill the jester. But even then, it's funny. Like, it doesn't matter. Nobody is there to win. It's just see what happens and then laugh about it when it does happen, you know? That's the gist of TTT. We have a leaderboard and a scoreboard, but that's kind of just like for, oh, okay, cool. That's an interesting statistic, but for the most part, I don't think you should ever go into TTT with the idea of winning. You should just go into TTT with the idea of, oh, I wonder what items I will try today. I wonder if I put a turret down and then throw a bee grenade. I wonder how everybody will react. Let's try it and see. And that's TTT, and it's so good. Because sometimes people react in ways you do not expect, and it's amazing. We've got some TTT extra content ideas planned, actually, so hopefully when we get that going, it might be a little bit more accessible for people to watch, and then hopefully a little bit easier to understand, and then hopefully maybe we can get a few more people in on it. We can't find any more newbies, Sassy, unfortunately. We can't find any. We can't get anybody to join. John joined for one night and then never came back. I think Pizza joined us for a few nights, but hasn't been back. Choop played for a bit, but hasn't been back. Doc used to play as well, but hasn't been back. Like I said, it's difficult to get new people to join us, but it's understandable why, so I don't judge anybody for it. If only they had a bee turret. All right, listen, I'll write that idea down. We'll pass it on to the developers. They might add it. You never know. It's crazy. Our good friend Rogue, who's part of the Pasta Party community, knows the developers that are behind all of the TTT improvements and stuff like that. So if we have any ideas, sometimes he passes them along. I don't know if any of them have been added before, but still, it's still a fun notion. That fish just went right through the pile, so I don't know if we're going to get any fish physics. But anyway, there you go. A bit of ice fishing. A cool way to end the stream this evening. Do you get it? Do you get it?